Earlier this morning, we did see a few of those showers lingering across our eastern zones as have since pushed their way off towards our east. And we're going to be seeing those drier conditions this morning before another round of some showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. All these details and timing coming up.
Also coming up this morning, parents pushing back why some families in Montgomery County are fired up ahead of today's Board of Education meeting.
Plus travel troubles, how you can get help if you're stuck after a canceled flight.
And a local hero, how a teenager stepped in to save his grandmother's life at a moment's notice.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, it's 6 o'clock on this Tuesday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside on this Tuesday morning. Jackie, what can we expect when people head out the door?
Yeah, well, out there this morning, many of us are dry, but it is humid, or at least a bit muggy out there, and temperatures are starting off in the 60s for much of the area. Aside from D.C., we're still holding right at 70 degrees. That's one of the warmer spots on the map. But again, the rest of the region in the 60s at this point, eventually rising back into the mid to even upper 80s later on this afternoon. Those dew points nearly shadowing those actual air temperatures. The dew points into the 60s. That's a bit more of that muggy feel to the air as opposed to the tropical feel that we felt yesterday when those dew points were into the 70s for parts of the region. Radar right now a little bit drier in comparison to earlier. We did see a few of those showers and thunderstorms across southern Maryland earlier this morning, and just a few of the splotches of green trying to push their way through parts of Virginia at this point, and those are very light. But we're watching this cold front continue to push its way off towards our east. This parent low continuing to spin up over the Great Lakes region, so that will fire up a few more chances of some showers and storms later on this afternoon. There's that marginal risk for some stronger thunderstorms for our eastern zones later on this afternoon, but again, marginal. That's 1 out of 5 on that severe scale, so that's on the low end of things. We're thinking right around 3 p.m. is when they really start to fire up back out towards the west, eventually closer towards D.C., closer towards that evening commute. More details coming up. Shanika's here with a look at those roads. How's the morning commute looking?
Okay, you're looking okay, Jackie, on 95 north and southbound right near Dale Boulevard, but you will start to see traffic volume increase as time goes on, and that's right past Dale into Woodbridge, Springfield, and Lorton, that area. So let's flip over to the maps. Your roadways are all looking a-okay at this time. You might see a slight slowdown through Silver Spring on the top side. DC 295 is starting to get a little bit tricky there, especially heading over the Anacostia Freeway. In the later hours of the morning, you will see some delays out there, but the lower side of the Beltway over the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, no problem.
Thank you, Shanika. Your time right now is 6:02 on a Tuesday.
Let's take a quick look at your Know and Go headlines this morning. Montgomery County Public Schools is preparing for protests outside its board meeting today. Now, the school district says the meeting is not open to the community because of safety concerns. This all stems from the new opt-out policy on sexual education. Parents say the move is a violation of the Maryland Open Meetings Act.
Metro officials say the person killed by one of the trains last week was train surfing. Officials say the person fell off the top of the train and was hit by another train. Metro has reported 5 instances of this since 2021.
And the Biden administration is improving internet access across the country. In the DMV, D.C. will get around $100 million in funding. Maryland will see around $265 million, while Virginia and West Virginia will both get about $1.3 billion. Time right now is 6:03 on this Tuesday morning. The Montgomery County Public School Board is gearing up for a busy day ahead of the school board meeting this afternoon.
The board has been under fire for recent policy change, and now parents are accusing the board of violating Maryland's Open Meetings Act. Our Lex Warris is live at the school board in Rockville this morning with more on all of this. Lex.
Well, good morning, Tanaya and Corey. Yeah, with high tensions rising and the school board having this meeting tonight, they have now decided that visitation or people who can access the meeting in person are going to be limited. It's going to be limited to those people who are already signed up to speak or who are invited guests for tonight's meeting, and they are citing safety concerns as the reason for this decision. Now, when we look at the reason why there are high tensions surrounding the school board, this is going to be because of the school's opt-out policy. Now, that policy doesn't allow students or families to opt out of certain instructional materials in the classroom. It also doesn't require that teachers send home letters informing parents when they're using inclusive books in the classroom. The school system says that this is in place to ensure ensure that classrooms are inclusive and safe spaces for all students. But some parents argue that it goes against their freedom of religion. Now, the decision to limit the in-person access tonight adds to this controversy. People are arguing it's a violation of the state's Open Meetings Act, but the meeting will be streamed for people to watch. Now, the school board also designated the parking lot here on the east side of the building for any demonstrations or rallies that are held. There is a demonstration, rally, and march planned for this afternoon. That's going to start at 1:30 with a press conference out here. And it's going to be followed by a rally and march starting at 2 o'clock. And that's going to be going throughout this afternoon and leading up to the school board meeting, which starts at 3 o'clock and is set to go until about 9 tonight. Live in Rockville, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Lex, thank you. Time right now is 6:05. In Fairfax County, a teen is dead and another is in the hospital after overdosing on opioids. Police say they found both teens unconscious inside a car Sunday night. That car was located near Columbia Pike and Falls Church around 7:30. Now, officials say they sent both teens to the hospital. Police say the teen who survived is in critical condition. They're asking anyone with any information about the overdoses to come forward. And Fairfax County Police also have a list of symptoms to help you identify an opioid overdose. They include a pale face, slow or no heart rate or pulse, bluish or purple skin color, and a deep snoring or gurgling sound. And Maryland State Police are still investigating this morning after a tanker truck crashed on I-81. This happened yesterday morning. The interstate through Hagerstown was shut down for hours. The truck carrying hazardous cargo blew out a tire and veered off into a ditch, spilling about 3 gallons of the material onto the road. Several businesses nearby were told to evacuate as a precaution.
Your time right now is 6:06 this morning. A man is recovering after he was stabbed outside of a grocery store in Columbia Heights. This happened yesterday afternoon just outside of the Giant on Park Road in Northwest. Police say they do not have any suspects right now, but a spokesperson for Giant says they are working closely with law enforcement. And that stabbing is just part of a nationwide trend of violence at stores. The National Retail Federation reporting that on average, retailers saw more than 26% jump in crime over the last year. Those new numbers showing an increase in violence and aggression as well. They say 8 in 10 retailers noticed an increase in violence against workers.
If you live in Maryland, starting this weekend on Saturday, restaurants will no longer offer alcoholic drinks for carryout or delivery. Now, back in 2021, the Maryland General Assembly passed temporary legislation allowing restaurants to serve alcoholic beverages to go. That measure was in place for the pandemic. In Virginia, though, shoppers will no longer be able to enjoy the Commonwealth's annual sales tax holiday weekend. This officially expires July 1st. The sales tax-free holiday weekend usually happens in August ahead of the new school year. Back-to-school shoppers will now have to pay sales tax on all merchandise. The sales tax rate for most of Virginia is 5.3%.
And the housing market in Virginia continues to slow. A new May report says housing sales have dropped compared to this very same time last year. The May 2023 report from Virginia Realtors found there were just over 10,000 homes sold across the state. That is a 21% drop from May of 2022. The median price for a home in the Commonwealth is about $400,000. The biggest sale drops were in Hampton Roads, Roanoke, and Northern Virginia.
And this morning, 4 people are in jail after Metro Police say they tried to avoid paying for their Metro ride last night. Officers say 2 of those people were pepper sprayed when they allegedly became combative at the Pentagon City Metro Center. Now, in D.C., fare evasion is a $50 civil fine. Recent legislation proposed by D.C. Council would give police more authority to stop fare evaders. It would allow people to be detained and pay up to a $100 fine if they refuse to provide their real name and ID. We spoke with one passenger who wants more enforcement.
It's a reasonable enough amount that if you're commuting with reason and logic, I mean, you should be able to cover and pay your fair share. I just continue to see a lot of events at the Pentagon City Station, and it's not something that I ever thought that I would see, and it's happening with a lot of frequency, right? Like, I always considered this to be a pretty safe area.
Metro officials plan to install new fare gate modifications over the next year to crack down on evaders. That project is projected to cost around $40 million. Time right now is 6:09. It has been about a week since someone was killed by a Red Line train near the Rhode Island station.
Metro says it appears they may have been train surfing or riding on top of the train. Metro says there have been 5 similar incidents since 2021. 3 of those train surfers died. In the most recent incident, the person was hit by a passing train after falling off the top of another train. The trend is also happening in other big cities. New York City is now seeing a 366% increase in train surfers. People say you should think before you do something so dangerous.
Sorry for the person that lost their life, but he should have thought about that before he did.
You're not only putting yourself in harm's way, you might be putting people inside the metro in harm's way as well, so I don't think that's cool.
People in the district also concerned train surfing is becoming another dangerous social media trend. All right, well, flights back in the air this morning after threats of severe weather grounded planes across the entire country yesterday. Nearly 2,000 flights were canceled nationwide.
And that includes hundreds right here in the DMV. It all comes after flights were grounded at D.C. area airports after a malfunction at an FAA tower Sunday afternoon. Some flyers, though, they say traveling has been a nightmare recently.
Very stressful. You know, it throws off your whole schedule.
Yeah.
From work to family to everything else.
Everything is delayed, and with my grandchildren who are only 8 and 6, it's difficult for them. It's a little stressful, but I suppose it's part of the game.
Last night when we checked, more than 80 flights were canceled and more than 200 were delayed at Reagan National Airport.
And if you do end up getting stuck at the airport due to a canceled or delayed flight, it is important to know your rights. Most airlines will rebook you for free. If you want to cancel, you are entitled to a full refund. Airlines also not required to rebook you with a different airline, but they can. It is good to know what other flights could be available for you, and it can't hurt to ask to be put on one of them. As far as accommodations, airlines are not required to provide a hotel for you to stay in, but some of them will. All right, 6:11.